This project is currently leading the development of an innovative blended finance tool that goes beyond traditional facilities. This tool includes diverse components like training, insurance, market access, cash guarantees, and effective traceability systems to de risk and operationalize NDC's investments.
So when you look at this, what you will notice, you will see training as the pillar of the investment financing tool, which is innovative in nature, which I'm going to explain. Training is number one. Training for what? Government actors, especially in the Ministry of Finance, should be trained to understand how using the lens of climate action can drive an economic-wide transformational development towards achieving your Vision 2040 and NDP 4. At the same time, even those who give finances, whether it is commercial banks, it is microfinancing organizations or SACCOs, needs to be educated and trained to understand the areas which include agroforestry, it includes solar power irrigation and solar dryers and beyond, to practically showcase what returns on investment they can be able to get and also understand the principles in terms of the application of this. That's one. The communities need to be trained to be able to apply solar dryers, solar power irrigation. And that is why this blended financing is not a standalone. It needs a lot of support from development partners, from government, from non-state actors to be able to function. So when you look at this blending finance, it's actually a tool that coalesces and brings everyone together around sectors, around institutions, to be able to deliver on the common good for the country. So the idea is the de-risking tool regulates in terms of providing support to the microfinancing institutions in terms of interest rate, at the same time also in terms of loaning to those who have already been trained because they've been de-risked through training to then be able to pay back. But the main component is training, the de-risking tool, and insurance.
Collaborative efforts. Addressing the climate finance gap requires all hands on deck. It's not just a government task, it's a public good intended to be implemented by all stakeholders, from policymakers and private sector innovators to local and international sources. Everyone has a crucial role to play.
Assuming a mother in a village, in Nakaseke or in Gomba, where I've been there, they dry their vegetables, they dry their cassava. In Gomba, I was there in November last year. And they dry the cassava into cassava flour. They make bagia, they make daddies, they make porridge out of it. And they market this cassava flour to the community. They're putting more money in their pockets and food on the table. Assuming that these community that have constituted themselves into Village Savings and Loan Association under the bigger cooperative of PEOSA, because that's the cooperative that we worked through the Buganda Kingdom, which was an example that most of the lessons were integrated to what Dr. Onasmos presented today. Assuming that they don't have a market, they've used agroforestry, they've used organic manure, they've produced their cassava, they've dried it, they've turned it into flour. The buyers are not there, and they have taken a loan to pay. How will they will default? Therefore, insurance comes in here, going beyond climate and non-climate, but coming up with a market insurance, which is that insurance companies need now to be educated and guided and trained so they can develop a product that is a market product to caution those who then are unable to sell their products even though they have followed all the processes. And that insurance de-risks the cooperatives, the microfinance. So that component of insurance is very, very important. So why I'm bringing this in is that when we talk blended finance, it's about money. But it's not about money. It's about so many components. And that's why the innovativeness comes in here. Innovative blended financing tool to operationalize the NDC investment plan. And from there now, the insurance package can actually be marketed to cooperatives to then integrate into the people who take the credit to apply in implementing. So that is the insurance there, where put the timed repayments to coincide with season beneficiaries are most, where they are most liquid is where there are farmers there producing season. It's matoke, it's maize, it's cassava in season. So you can't expect that if a farmer or an entrepreneur who is having cash inflows in season can be paying monthly. So there needs to also be that engagement from that perspective with microfinance organization, so that at least they can be able to have revenue to support themselves.
Time for action. The urgency to bridge Africa's climate finance gap has never been more critical. Let's use innovative blended finance to catalyze a shift towards a more equitable and sustainable climate finance landscape.